BioShock 2, Sea of Dreams gonna have a multiplayer online? What? What is 2K thinking? I mean, last time I checked, BioShock series is rely on single player experience, not online multiplayer at all. I know what you people are saying. Well, San Antonian, you have the obligation not to play multiplayer or online at all. True, but why put it up there if it's gonna be crappy? Yeah, I said it. What if it's crap? I mean, didn't I just get done doing a rant on great single player games, little to no multiplayer, let alone online mode at all? Did I get done doing that rant a few videos ago? Yes, I did. Games like BioShock had great single player experience, but didn't have multiplayer. It didn't need it at all. You know? I mean, in video game industry, today's video game industry, it feels like we're relying on FPS, first person shooters, relying on shooters in general, and let's not forget the fact that every single video game's gotta have multiplayer, let alone online. I mean, I just don't get it. Now, granted, I do play online, but I haven't played in 2.5 years. Keep saying that so y'all can get it through your heads. I have fun. Multiplayer is just, it's for me to take a break from single player games. You know, that's the way I see it. Now, what is multiplayer video game? Is one which more than one person can play in the same game environment at the same time. Unlike most other games, computer and video games are often single player activities that pit the player against pre-programmed challenges and or AI controlled opponents, which often lack the flexibility ingenuity of regular human thinking. Multiplayer components allow players to enjoy interaction with other individuals, be it in the form of partnership, competition, or rivalry, and provide them with a form of social communication that is almost always missing in the single-player-oriented games. In a variety of different multiplayer game types, players may individually compete against 2 or more human contestants, work cooperatively co-op with a human partner in order to achieve a common goal, supervise activities of other players, or engage in a game type that incorporates any possible combination of the above. The examples of better known multiplayer game types including deathmatch, team deathmatch, MMORPG associated forms, PvP, team, PvE, capture the flag, domination, competition over control resources, co-op, and various objective-based modes, often express in terms of assault/defend a control point. Multiplayer games typically require the players to share resources of a single-player game system or use network technologies that allow players to play together over great distances. I'm reading it on wikipedia.org. I'll post a link up there so y'all can check it out. 2 reasons why I got into multiplayer, let alone online. First off is G4 TV's Arena. If it wasn't for that TV show, I would never, ever got into it at all. I mean, it looked fun. It was exciting. I mean, who would have thought have a game like that on a TV show, let alone a video game network? Who would have thought of that? You know, and not to mention you win a trip to, you know, wherever like Cancun, Mexico, or Hawaii and win money. Wow. That is tremendous. Stupendous in my book. And 2, games like Call of Duty, SOCOM, fighting game genres themselves. If it wasn't for those three, like I said, in the first reason, I would never, ever be interested at all. Single player games will always hold a special place for me. It won't be replaced. That's a guaranteed. Despite the fact I'm playing multiplayer online games right now, but it won't be replaced. The single player games. And I got a few reasons why I can't stand multiplayer. Number 3, you got online cheating. Yeah. FPS games are viciously notorious for having the most cheats, which sometimes can turn people away from that type of game. Yeah, I could be playing Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, War at War. I could be like pumping a bunch of bullets into a player, and next thing you know, internet connection be interrupted or a glitch or whatever, and all of a sudden I'm end up dead. This happened to me more than a few times. God, it drives me nuts. I hate that crap. So, number 2, I found an article. Well, actually, I found a forum on game trailers, the worst type of gamer. I mean, you're going to have sore losers. I can't stand sore losers and sore winners. Sore losers when people just get all butthurt and start acting pissy, and when they lose a game, they want to blame somebody or blame their team instead of blaming themselves or himself. They didn't help to contribute to win that match. You know what I'm saying? It could be Call of Duty War at War, Call of Duty 4, Halo 3, Team Fortress. It could be fighting games like Soul Calibur 4, Tekken 6, or Street Fighter 4, and so on. King of Fighters 12. It's your fault that you lost that match, not the person. So, I was at an arcade when I was in middle school in Virginia. I can't remember what game it was. I think it was X-Men vs. Street Fighter or Marvel vs. Capcom. I think, yeah, it was X-Men vs. Street Fighter. I was in a rush. My family wanted to go home. All of a sudden, I wanted to play the game, cut in line. I didn't know there was a line. It was a bunch of ghetto dudes, man. They looked like they about to beat someone down. They look rough. They look tough. And for some reason, I play the game, and all of a sudden they getting all butthurt and cussing me out, dropping the N-word. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Grow up. It's a video game. And when I lost, it was worse. So, I can't stand people who act like that. So, number 1 reason, just immaturity. Like I said, number 1 is immaturity. You deal with that online. You deal with it in real life. Like I said, number 2. But I put sore losers and cheaters to pat their stats. Number 1, like I said, is immaturity. You'll deal with a bunch of little kids on Xbox Live and all that mess. And I watched the bonus round, the online content, where Michael Patcher said that there'll be more turds for the PlayStation 3 or PlayStation Network than it will be in Xbox Live. I still can't get that out of my head. I just find it deliciously, ridiculously hilarious, man. More turds for the PlayStation Network, for the PS3 than Xbox 360 and Xbox Live? Are you smoking? Wow. Wow. My closing thoughts. I like the multiplayer, but online, it's average. But nothing, I mean nothing, beats single player games. I know I'm gonna get flamed back to hell, and I really don't give a damn what you people think about me. It's my opinions. Live with it. Got it? And with that, SA 17, peace out.